Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Oxford 4000 Essential English Words, episode 72. I'm Emma.
And I'm Frank. Emma, you seem to be in a particularly bright mood today. Did something good happen?
I just had the best cup of coffee this morning, Frank. Sometimes the little things make all the difference. How about you?
I'm doing great, ready to dive into today's vocabulary. I have a feeling we have some interesting words lined up.
You're absolutely right. We do have a diverse mix today. So, what's on the menu for today?
Let's hear them.
All right, here we go. Today's 10 words are 60, awkward, difficult, since, sorry, absorb, represent, bath, frog, and scientific.
Wow, that's quite a range, from numbers to animals and from feelings to science. This is going to be fun.
It certainly is. And before we jump into the deep dive, let me remind all of you wonderful listeners out there to save this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who are learning English. Oh, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. All right, here we go. Today's 10 words are 60, awkward, difficult, since, sorry, absorb, represent, bath, frog, and scientific.
Wow, that's quite a range, from numbers to animals and from feelings to science. This is going to be fun.
It certainly is. And before we jump into the deep dive, let me remind all of you wonderful listeners out there to save this episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends who are learning English. Oh, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Yes, your support truly helps us create more polished episodes. We really appreciate it.
All right, let's get started with our word by word deep dive.
I'm ready.
First up, we have 60. 60 is the number between 59 and 61. In Chinese, it means 60.
So basically, it's the cardinal number that comes after 59.
Exactly. It's often used when talking about age, time, or counting objects. For example, we might say someone is in their 60s, which means they are between the ages of 60 and 69.
Right, like my grandmother is 60 years old this year.
Perfect example. Another one could be the speed limit on this highway is 60 miles per hour.
And we could also say, I counted 60 students in the auditorium.
Wonderful. These examples show how 60 is used in different contexts, from age to measurement to counting.
It's such a practical word. Everyone needs to know their numbers.
Absolutely. Now let's transition to a word that describes a feeling many of us have experienced.
Ooh, this sounds interesting. What's next?
The word is awkward. Awkward means causing difficulty, uncomfortable, or embarrassing. In Chinese, the core meaning is 尴尬的,笨拙的.
So it's when something feels uncomfortable or clumsy?
Exactly. It can describe social situations, physical movements, or even the way something is positioned. For instance, you might have an awkward conversation with someone you just met.
I totally get that. Like when you meet someone and there's this awkward silence and nobody knows what to say.
Yes, that's a perfect example. We could also say, he made an awkward gesture with his hands.
Right. Or how about, it was awkward when I called my teacher mom by accident.
Oh no, that is definitely awkward. And we might say, the furniture arrangement in this room feels awkward.
These examples really capture that uncomfortable, clumsy feeling. I think everyone has had awkward moments.
We certainly have. Now, moving on to our next word, which is closely related to challenges.
Let me guess. Is it difficult?
You got it. Difficult means not easy, requiring effort or skill. In Chinese, it means 困难的,艰难的.
So when something is difficult, it means you have to work hard at it.
Precisely. Difficult can describe tasks, situations, people, or even decisions. A common collocation is difficult task or difficult situation.
Right, like learning Chinese characters is difficult for many English speakers.
That's a great example. Another one could be she faced a difficult decision between two job offers.
And we could say, the math problem was too difficult for me to solve alone.
Excellent. Or he is a difficult person to work with.
I like how difficult can describe both things and people. It's very versatile.
It is. And remember, the opposite of difficult is easy.
All right, let's move on to a word that connects time and reason. Time and reason, that's intriguing.
The word is since. Since has two main uses. First, it means from a particular time in the past until now. Second, it means because. In Chinese, these meanings are 自从,因为.
Oh, so since can be used for both time and giving reasons?
Exactly. When talking about time, we might say, I have lived here since 2010.
So you're talking about a period that started in the past and continues to now.
Correct. Another example is, she has been my friend since childhood.
And for the because meaning, we could say, since it was raining, we stayed home.
Perfect. Or, I cannot go to the party since I have to work.
These are really useful. I think since is one of those words that English learners need to pay close attention to because of its dual meaning.
Absolutely. Context is key with this word. Now let's transition to a word that expresses regret or apology.
I think I know what's coming.
It's sorry. Sorry is an adjective or interjection used to express regret, sympathy, or apology. In Chinese, the core meaning is 抱歉的,对不起.
So it's what you say when you make a mistake or feel bad about something.
Exactly. It's one of the most common words in polite English. We can say, I am sorry for being late.
Or simply, sorry, I didn't mean to step on your foot.
Yes. We can also use sorry to express sympathy, like, I am sorry to hear about your loss.
And sometimes we use sorry when we need to interrupt someone, like, sorry, can I ask a question?
Perfect examples. Sorry is essential for polite communication. And by the way, the expression I am sorry is more formal than just sorry.
Good to know. I'll remember that distinction. What's our next word?
Our next word is absorb. Absorb means to take in or soak up liquid, heat, or information. In Chinese, it means 吸收.
So it can be used for both physical things and abstract concepts like knowledge?
Exactly right. For physical absorption, we might say, the sponge absorbs water quickly.
That's a classic example. And for knowledge, we could say, students need time to absorb new information.
Perfect. Another example is, dark colors absorb heat from the sun.
Or she sat quietly, trying to absorb everything the teacher said.
Wonderful. The verb absorb is often used with words like water, heat, light, knowledge, and information.
It's fascinating how one word can apply to so many different contexts.
It is. Now let's move to a word that's all about standing in for something else.
Ooh, that sounds mysterious.
The word is represent. Represent means to stand for, symbolize, or act on behalf of someone or something. In Chinese, it means 代表,象征.
So, like when a symbol represents an idea?
Exactly. For example, the dove represents peace.
That's a beautiful example. And we could say, this lawyer will represent me in court.
Yes. Another common use is these statistics represent the views of the majority.
Or the letter A represents the highest grade.
Perfect. Common collocations include represent a country, represent a company, or represent an idea. It's a very important word in formal and professional contexts.
I can see why. It comes up a lot in business and politics. So, what's next?
Let's move to something more relaxing. Our next word is bath.
Oh, I like where this is going.
Bath is a noun that means the act of washing your body in a bathtub or the bathtub itself. In Chinese, it means 洗澡,浴缸.
So, when you say I'm taking a bath, you mean you're washing yourself in a tub of water.
Exactly. We might say, I take a bath every evening to relax.
That sounds lovely. And we could say, the baby is having a bath right now.
Yes. Or we need to clean the bath after using it.
And there's also the phrase bath time, like it's bath time for the kids.
Perfect. In British English, people also say have a bath, while in American English, take a bath is more common. But both are correct.
Good to know. All right, what's our next word? I'm ready for something different.
How about an animal? Our next word is frog.
A frog. I love this.
Frog is a noun that means a small amphibian animal with smooth skin that lives both in water and on land. In Chinese, it's 青蛙.
So it's that green creature that jumps around and says, ribbit, ribbit.
Exactly. Frogs are known for their jumping ability and their croaking sound. We might say, there are many frogs near the pond.
And I heard a frog croaking last night.
Yes. Another example is, frogs can live both in water and on land.
Or the children were excited to catch frogs by the river.
Choir, great examples. Frogs are fascinating creatures, and there's even an idiom in English, a frog in your throat, which means your voice sounds rough or unclear.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that expression. So what's our final word for today?
Our last word is scientific. Scientific is an adjective that means related to science or based on scientific methods. In Chinese, it means 科学的.
So it describes things that have to do with science and research?
Exactly. Common collocations include scientific research, scientific method, scientific evidence, and scientific community.
Like the scientific evidence supports this theory.
Perfect. Another example is, we need a scientific approach to solve this problem.
Or she published her findings in a scientific journal.
Excellent. And scientists follow the scientific method when conducting experiments.
These examples really show how the word is used in academic and research contexts. It's very professional.
It is. And that wraps up our word-by-word deep dive. Before we move on to our scenario dialogue, don't forget to save this episode's word list, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get notified about the next set of 10 words.
Your support means everything to us.
Now let's move into our scenario dialogue segment where Frank and I will act out a conversation using all of today's vocabulary.
I'm excited. What's the scenario?
Let's imagine we're two friends catching up after not seeing each other for a while. Ready?
Ready? Emma, it's been since last summer that we saw each other. How have you been?
I know, right? It's been nearly 60 days. I've been good, though things have been a bit difficult with work lately.
Sorry to hear that. What's been going on?
Well, I've been trying to absorb all the new scientific research for my project, and it's quite challenging. The material is complex.
That sounds tough. Do you represent your entire department in this project?
Yes, unfortunately. And last week I had this really awkward meeting where I forgot one of the key findings. It was so embarrassing.
Oh no, that must have been uncomfortable. Maybe you need to relax a bit. Have you tried taking a bath in the evening?
Actually, I did. And you know what's funny? While I was in the bath, I heard a frog croaking outside my window.
A frog? That's unusual. Well, at least nature is keeping you company during these difficult times.
True. Anyway, enough about my work stress. How have you been since we last met?
I've been great! Though I must say, it felt awkward at first when I started my new job, but I'm absorbing the company culture now.
That's wonderful to hear. You'll do great. You always represent yourself well.
Thank you, that means a lot.
And that wraps up our scenario dialogue. Did everyone catch all the vocabulary words we used?
Let's see, we used 60, awkward, difficult, since, sorry, absorb, represent, bath, frog, and scientific. That's all 10.
Perfect. Now it's time for the most exciting part, our Chinese to English practice segment.
This is where you, our wonderful listeners, get to test yourselves. I'll give you a Chinese sentence, and you'll have 5 seconds to translate it into English using one or more of today's vocabulary words. Emma will help encourage you.
That's right. And after the countdown, we'll give you some sample answers and analysis. Ready?
Here's the first challenge. Listen carefully.
自从他开始上科学课以来，他一直在努力吸收那些困难的概念。
All right, everyone.
Get ready to translate that sentence into English.
Your time starts now. 5,
You can do this.
4,
And
finish.
think about the grammar.
3, 2, 1, time's up.
Okay, let's look at some possible answers. First option. Since he started taking scientific classes, he has been trying to absorb those difficult concepts.
Excellent. Another option could be he has been working hard to absorb the difficult concepts since he began his science courses.
Both answers are correct. The key points are using since to show the time relationship, scientific to describe the classes, absorb for taking in knowledge, and difficult to describe the concepts.
And notice the present perfect continuous tense, has been trying or has been working, which shows an action that started in the past and continues to the present.
Great observation, Frank. All right, ready for the second challenge?
Here we go. 那位代表很抱歉地承认，在那次尴尬的会议上，他忘记了60份重要文件。
This one has multiple vocabulary words. You can do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's look at the answers. First option. The representative felt sorry and admitted that he forgot 60 important documents during that awkward meeting.
Another possibility. The representative apologized and admitted forgetting 60 important files at that awkward conference.
Both are great. We used represent in its noun form, representative, sorry to express regret, 60 as a number, and awkward to describe the uncomfortable meeting.
And the structure admitted that he forgot or admitted forgetting. Both are grammatically correct.
Excellent analysis. Now for our third and final challenge.
This one might be tricky. Are you ready? 科学家们发现青蛙的皮肤可以吸收水分。这一发现自从上个月以来一直很难被其他研究代表。
This is a complex one with lots of clauses. Take your time.
5, 4, 4.
You've got this.
3, 2, 1. Finish.
All right, first option. Scientists discovered that frog skin can absorb water, and this finding has been difficult to represent by other researchers since last month.
Another version, scientists found that frog skin can absorb moisture, and since last month, this discovery has been difficult for other research representatives to represent.
And one more option. The scientists discovered that frog skin absorbs water, a finding that has been difficult for other scientific representatives to replicate since last month.
These sentences use frog as the animal, absorb for taking in liquid, scientific to describe the field, difficult to show the challenge, represent meaning to demonstrate or replicate, and since to show the time period.
Wow, we packed a lot into that sentence. This really tests your comprehensive ability to use multiple vocabulary words with complex grammar structures.
It certainly does. And that completes our practice segment.
Excellent work, everyone. Now, let me give you a little teaser about our next episode.
Ooh, what words are coming up next?
Next time, we'll be covering agent, very, yours, microscope, several, especially, guide, toast, proper, and theoretical.
That sounds like another fascinating mix. From breakfast toast to theoretical concepts, I can't wait.
Me neither. And remember, everyone, please like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us create more episodes like this one.
We truly appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to learn with us.
So, Frank, what did you think of today's episode?
I thought it was great. From counting to 60, Dealing with awkward moments and learning about scientific frogs, we covered so much ground.
We certainly did. And I hope our listeners feel more confident using these words in real conversations now.
I'm sure they do. The practice segment really helps cement the learning.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, that's all we have for today.
Thank you so much for joining us on Oxford 4000 Essential English Words.
Keep practicing, stay curious, and remember that learning English is a journey, not a destination.
Well said, Emma. Until next time.
This is Emma.
And this is Frank.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you in the next episode. Bye.